Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you're having an absolutely top tier day. For today's video, we are playing with Meowscarada EX. I put out a poll earlier this week on the channel asking you guys which Paldean starter you guys wanted to see, and a lot of you voted for Meowscarada EX. So thanks to all of you who participated in that poll. I love playing what you guys want to see here on the channel. Now, don't worry if the Pokemon you wanted to see is not the one I'm playing this time. I will definitely be getting around to making a video on those decks, as I want to mess around with all the new fun decks that we have via the Paldea Evolved set. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Meowscarada EX is really amazing with the Bouquet Magic attack. That's an ability, Michael. Get it together. You can discard a basic energy from your hand, and you get to put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. This is amazing because this ability stacks. If you get out 2-3 Meowscaradas, you can ping 60-90 damage on any given turn, and it really helps you not just set up numbers for knockouts, but potentially take knockouts on low HP single price Pokemon like Comphase or Ralts, which are everywhere in the format. You also have the Scratching Nails attack, which is 100 plus 120 more if your opponent's active Pokemon has damage counters on it. This is great because it synergizes with the Bouquet Magic. Bouquet? You guys let me know in the comment section, which one is it? Is it Bouquet or Bouquet? Let me know down below. I'm probably going to mix it up and say them differently every time. But Scratching Nails is amazing for 2 colorless energy because we can utilize Radiant Alakazam to ping damage on the bench, move the damage to the active, and then smack our opponent down with these Scratching Nails. So Painful Spoons is a great way to manipulate our damage counters and place them where we want them to go. Keep in mind that attack, because it's a double colorless attack, we can use just one single double turbo energy attachment to get our Meowscaradas powered up turn after turn, which makes it super easy, and this deck has a really nice flow. The double turbo can also be utilized on Medicham V. This attacker is a little more niche, but it is a really incredible inclusion because if you start pinging damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon, you can use Yoga Loop to put 2 damage counters on one of them, and if you take a knockout, you get to take an additional turn. So Medicham is a really fun inclusion in this list, and I really like utilizing it for taking multi-prize turns. Now let's talk about my favorite inclusion in this list, Hisuian Lilligant V-Star. At first, when this card came out, I tried to make it work, and it was just not strong enough as its own deck, but I think that this is the kind of deck that this card finds a home in. Star Perfume, its V-Star power, lets you search your deck for up to 5 in any combination of grass Pokemon or energy. That means you can grab the energy out of your deck you need to use the Bouquet Magic, but it also means Hisuian Lilligant V-Star can get out 2 Meowscaradas if you have a double Rare Candy turn. So all you need is a Lilligant plus a Rare Candy, and you can get an easy Rare Candy up into Meowscarada. It also can grab you the likes of your Floragato, so you can evolve another Sprigatito and have that ready to go to evolve into a Meowscarada the next turn if your active Meowscarada goes down, which is why I'm playing the one of Floragato. I'm a huge fan of the Lilligant. It really helps you get your board state set up, and it really kind of completes the deck. Now, we can't forget about the Hisuian Lilligant V's attack, Dance Gracefully. If you're down bad, this thing's in the active, and you're kind of stuck, you can use Dance Gracefully to fill your hand to 6. For free, guys. Yes, for free. Dance Gracefully has come in clutch for me multiple times, and I'm a huge fan of the Lilligant for that reason as well. Looking at the rest of the list, I would say it's fairly straightforward. We have a lot of Pokemon certs like Battle VIP Pass, Ultra Ball, and Heavy Ball. We also are playing the new Stadium Artazon, as it allows us to grab a non-rule box Pokemon from our deck and put it directly onto our bench as long as it's non-rule box. This is a great way to get additional Sprigatitos out, even Bidoofs, since we are playing a small 2/2 Bibarel package in our deck. I am also utilizing the Energy Retrievals as a great way to recycle our energy so we can use Bouquet Magic turn after turn, and it's such a good card in this list. I played over the Superior Energy Retrievals because I don't necessarily need the discard effect. I'm also playing a one of Arven as a great way to find my combo pieces. Arven acts as a 5th Rare Candy if I need a way to find my Rare Candies. It can also handpick my Energy Retrievals out of the deck. I'm a huge fan of Arven in this list. I'm also playing 2 Boss's Orders, 2 Iono, because Iono is such a powerful card. I'm playing 2 of it in like every single deck right now. 3 Research and 1 Klara. Yes, Klara is my only Pokemon recovery in this deck for multiple reasons. Oftentimes, I never find I need to use a Super Rod. I feel like it's always better just to grab the Meowscarada I need back into my hand if I have to discard it during my early turns. Additionally, it also acts as a pseudo energy retrieval because it also allows you to get 2 basic grass energy back from your discard pile. So it acts as a 4th energy retrieval in that regard, and it is probably my favorite supporter in this list. If you guys do like the deck list, it'll be down in the description below. You can just copy it, import it right into PTCGO, and just like that, you're all set for success. Without further ado, let's get into some games. Alright, let's see if we can hit Lost Box or Guardy or some other of those low HP Pokemon that we can absolutely just snipe with our Meowscaradas. Alright, let's get it, man. I'm super hyped. I love this deck. It's a ton of fun to play. And we're going first. This deck does kind of need to go first. Going second isn't terrible because you can always just feed your opponent like one of the Sprigatitos. And it's not bad because you're only giving up a single prize card. I mean, I have Artazon to get out of Sprigatito. But let's see what we're playing against. Looks like Miraidon with an Avery. Oh my goodness. Well, we can one-shot the Miraidons fairly easily. What do we get off the top? A Bibarel. Oh, I'm gonna need a Battle VIP Pass if we're gonna play this game. Oh my gosh, we got it! I held my breath! Okay, we're in there. So we're gonna definitely get a Lilligant and a Sprigatito down. I really want to establish, I have Artazon as well. I think I've gotta go double, let's check. Lilligant is in the deck, so Lilligant can help me set up here. I'm really inclined to go double Sprigatito here. We can go here, bam, we can go Artazon, and get out another Sprigatito. I can always just do a manual attach as well. That's definitely not the end of the world. Going like that, and then passing to my opponent. Yeah, I mean, I have Rare Candy in hand, so in an ideal world, I top deck the Lilligant VSTAR and Ultra Ball, right? Oh, my opponent can use the Artazon to get themselves a Mary. That's fine, that's fine. All right. And they're setting their board up. Ooh, it's getting kind of scary out here, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Let's hope they don't bench Magnezone. Magnezone would be really bad. Here comes a Generator. Do they hit? If so, how many? 2 energy. Oh my goodness. And the Beach Court. Here we go. Double Generator. Oh, they whipped that one. Woo! Okay. They were about to get all their energy in play. I was about to be really scared. Alright. They're going to retreat. They still get to Fleet Foot here. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We are losing our Alakazam, which is not good, though, because Alakazam will help us move damage from the bench to the active. I mean, I could get Klara. Let's promote this and just assume that I've got it like that, right? Oh my gosh. Wait, what? I'm still missing energy, though, right? So I'm not fully there yet. I think I have to... I can always rope my opponent out. I can grab my Lilligant V-Star here. This is cracked. I've got the Rare Candy, so I can Rare Candy first. Huh. I got the Grass Energy, right? Yeah, I was saying a second ago that I didn't have energy, but Star Perfume gets me the energy that I need. Because I can get a couple energies, 1 Meowscarada. I can grab myself a Floragato. I mean... yeah, this should be fine. And then I could use the Lumineon to get Klara so I can move the damage counters around. Except my one of Klara is prized. Why is this game so difficult? I guess that can be all 5. That's unfortunate. That is really, really unfortunate. We can go here. I can evolve into the Floragato, and then I can Rare Candy the active up. Attach, and then start swinging with my Bouquet Magic. I guess I start only on the bench. I could grab Boss. You know what? I could also always just grab Boss's orders. That is definitely something I could do. I'm inclined to actually take down the Alecki, because once Alecki gets big, it's going to be difficult to take down, and I think the damage bonus that it provides will help our opponent potentially one-shot our Meowscaradas. So I actually think it might be better to chase this down, potentially. Although taking down their attackers is also not bad either, right? But I think that this play is actually super fine. Because we can use Lumineon to grab the boss. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying, but because we've got it like that. We're insane. I'm definitely taking 2 prize cards this turn. Then I go boss to gust out this Aleki. And then I just use Scratching Nails for the knockout. Okay, we're kind of chilling. I mean, and then I just researched next turn. That hand was kind of nuts. At first I was like, I don't know if we got it like that. We get Klara too. Klara can get us back our energy. For Bouquet Magic, it can also get us back our Alakazam. Oh, baby! Yo, we're kind of in there, guys. That was a really, really spicy turn. The Ultra Ball top deck grabbing the Lilligant V-STAR literally put that entire turn together. It's why I'm really, really obsessed with the Lilligant V-STAR, guys. I'm telling you, it is so, so good in this list. I mean, and just like that, this next turn, all I need is a Meowscarada. That's why I play the one of Floragato for these situations, so I don't always need Rare Candy, and I can use the Lilligant to grab it, which is so amazing. And with the Fleet Foot here, my opponent isn't even taking a knockout, which is amazing. It's not quite strong enough, and they're gonna have to 2-hit KO my Meowscarada. It's got 310 hit points. This cat is enormous. I'm here for it. Yeah, I feel like I have to Klara so I can... Because Klara gets me back in energy, yeah, and that gives me a knockout this next turn. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, you double Fleet Foot, knock yourself out, buddy. Don't knock yourself out, I'll do it, but... Yeah, man, I'm really tripping. That Lilligant Ultra Ball top deck literally put everything together that turn. That's crazy. And my opponent's not even knocking me out. I mean, they could take Gust Out Lumineon, right? But at some point, eventually, they're gonna have to chase down my, and start swinging in my Meowscaradas, and they cannot knock these bad boys out. There's a Lightning Rondo for only 200 damage. Wow. I mean, we get an Artazon as well to help bump the stadium. I have to use Klara here, but this is why I play the Klara over the... I can grab the Bibarel. Does it matter? No, I'm not going to get a Bidoof down. I don't really need it. So I can go like this. Yeah, man, this is crazy. And then we can go Bouquet Magic. Now, if I had 2, I could actually chase down the Mary this turn. But I'm going to put the damage counters here, and then I can move 10 off onto the active. So that way this next attacker has damage counters on it already, so I don't have to rely on the Painful Spoons from Alakazam, right? Because I can just move 10 here and call it quits there. I would like to also remove their Stadium. I don't think they can really utilize this to great effect. And then I can just Scratching Nails and take another 2 prize cards. Oh my gosh! Yo! The Meowscarada is so big! Now, this next follow-up turn is a bit iffy. I had to Klara that turn, but I think we're in such a great spot that we're allowed to do that. We get the double turbo! Oh my gosh, I was just saying, this next turn is shaky because we don't have a double turbo to attack, but now all we need is a Meowscarada. And we're kind of just all set for success, right? I mean, I have Alakazam, I have the Energy Retrieval. Like, yes, this Meowscarada is going down, but I have a Floragato ready to evolve, as well as a Sprigatito, which I can always just Rare Candy up, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, we're gonna promote the Floragato here and see what we can do. Battle VIP Pass, that's an alright discard. I can attach energy here. I am committing to getting the... I'm committing to getting the Meowscarada this turn, which could potentially be scary, right? But I have 3 in my deck plus 2 Ultra Balls, so that's 5 outs in my... How big is my deck? It won't tell me. I think I grab the Bidoof here, or do I grab another... Bench this Meowscarada? In case I whiff, I'm actually kind of want the Meowscarada, right? Because I've got how many Rare Candies in deck, too? I've got 3 more Rare Candies. It's better technically to thin the Bidoof out of the deck. But I kind of want to get the... I think we're going to thin the Bidoof out. I kind of just want to guarantee the knockout this turn, right? I could Energy Retrieval, but I don't need it. I just rip the research here and draw into my Meowscarada. Oh no, we whiffed. That's so bad. Oh no. I mean, we still have a few turns to work with, right? I can always Magic Whip as well and run away to the likes of, like, my Bidoof, but I kind of like Bidoof this next turn. Huh. I'm definitely going to Magic Whip here. I mean, I can definitely save this Floragato. It's kind of what I have to do, unfortunately. And I push my opponent out. Oh, I thought it was switch this one. Oh, no, it's switch your opponent. I'm tripping. Yeah. So, looks like I'm in a tricky spot here. I mean, let's see what we can do, right? I just need a few cards here. That was a misplay. I should have retreated to something else to sack it. But, oops. I thought when I read it, I was like, oh, that's right. This has, I gotta be honest, I never attacked with this once, but I thought it was switch this active within your bench Pokemon. I elected to not read cards, so that is a bit unfortunate. Now I need Rare Candy. Now I need a boss as well, potentially. But my opponent can't attack with this active Alecki, so is it really all that bad? He's just going to retreat back into the Raikou. This is a tad scary, because I feel like I need to get the knockout this turn if I'm going to win the game, right? I might have just choked the game away, guys. Oh, no. I mean, I've got energy. I need Rare Candy Meowscarada, right? I'm down 1-1. I mean, I've got a Bibarel plus a Research. The odds of me drawing into that are fairly decent, right? I should have just retreated, sacked it, so I had the easier swap. Now I need the Rare Candy, too, right? Let's see what we get off the top. Manaphy, that's an easy throwaway for us. So I can always go like this. I can go double turbo on the active. I could bench this as well. Artazon. I could thin out the Bidoof, right? 3 Rare Candies, a couple Ultra Balls. Like, this is a heavy card combo I need. I guess my best play is still to thin this Bidoof out of my deck, right? And then rip a Research. Alright, guys. Rare Candy Meowscarada. Here it is. We get the Rare Candy Meowscarada. Never punished. Never punished. Oh my gosh. Absolutely cracked. I mean, we had a really high chance to hit it there. And just like that, Scratching Nails knocks out our opponent's Raikou, and we take down the Miraidon. I mean, Meowscarada was kind of just doing things. That first turn of the game with the Lilligant really kind of put us super far ahead in the game I mean, what else can I say? It worked out exactly how I wanted it to. Alright guys, let's do this. Let's make this kitty cat absolutely go bananas here. We win the coin flip, which is great. Love to see it. Definitely going to go first. I feel like sometimes this deck struggles with finding its combo pieces like Rare Candy and your evolutions. This deck just, wow, unfortunately that hand would have been absolutely amazing had we had a basic in it. But I feel like there's not a lot of room for specific item card search because oftentimes you need to get 2-3 Meowscaradas out at a time so you can start spreading a bunch of damage around. And I feel like it can be a bit challenging to get all your cats out and Ripborn are ready to go. But still, I do think it has a really solid position in the meta. I think leading Bidoof is fine. We have Artazon, which is nice. It gets us a basic. Ultra Ball also will help us out here. Magnemite. Okay, let's see what we can do. We get a Meowscarada, which is not too shabby. I'm definitely going to have to play the Artazon just to get one of my kitty cats out of the deck. We have our Lilligant in the deck. That's definitely a very important piece, as well as all of our Rare Candies. So I can Ultra Ball here. There's not much I really want to get rid of here, honestly. I mean, it's kind of tough. I'm actually kind of just inclined to hold the Ultra Ball, and because I can get Rare Candy and I have Meowscarada in hand, I could use the Ultra Ball to get rid of Manaphy in my top deck to grab a Bibarel. So that is definitely the play that I'm going to go for. Unfortunately, only one Sprigatito down, but I definitely think we can still make it work. Our opponent rips the Battle VIP Pass. We're going to be playing, what is this, Dialga? Caparaja? Dialga, okay. Dialga's a bit scary because it does have resistance to grass, right? It does. Ooh. That's going to make this a bit more challenging, but the damage counters that we spread are going to be very, very impactful. Unfortunately, we didn't get a second Sprigatito down, because if we did, we'd be able to start chasing down Magnemite or Bidoof this turn, and that would be super duper amazing. Our opponent is playing Avery. It doesn't affect us too badly right now, which is nice. But, and Zamazenta comes down. Are they just going to go for a Regal stance to end their turn? Oh my gosh, plus full face card, that Dialga is ridiculously enormous. Unfortunately, Arven's just, yeah, it's not a crazy strong draw supporter this turn, but we'll make it work. We can definitely grab ourselves that Rare Candy. And we could definitely just Rare Candy up. I mean, bam. We can use Artazon to get ourselves another Sprigatito, which is nice. Kind of extend a little bit here. I would like 2 energies here. I think I do need 2 energies off this because I need to retreat and I need to potentially start spreading damage counters around. So, actually, you know what? Oh, I find the double turbo. I just realized I gave myself a 2 retreat cost, making it far more challenging for me to get out of this position. But this prevents damage, so it does not stop damage counters. So is it better to chase the Bidoof down or the Magnemite? I mean, they're both awful to deal with. I'm gonna be inclined to chase down the Bidoof this turn, and then I can attach, retreat, bam, and then take a knockout. Oh, the resistance. I don't even knock him out. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I can Alakazam. That's really unfortunate. I'll move 10 damage here. My gosh, guys. I am on the struggle bus right now. Wait, 170? Oh, yeah, the damage went up because we placed the damage counters on it. I was like, wait a second. And I was like, no, that's how the attack works. Get it together, Michael. We are taking a prize card here, which is nice. Energy Retrieval. Now, unfortunately, I don't have another Rare Candy in hand, so I can go double Meowscarada. This next turn, if I could go double Meowscarada, I could potentially knock out his Magnemite if he doesn't evolve it this turn. So, we'll have to see. We did get a turn 2 Rare Candy Meowscarada, so, I mean, it could be worse, right? They do have the Arven. Okay, Arven can get them, what? Oh, just Ultra Ball? Looks like they're probably going to try and go... I mean, they would need a lot here. Are they going to grab the Bibarel? Are they grabbing the Dialga VSTAR? They're getting rid of the Rare Candy. Are they even going to grab... So they must have double Rare Candy in hand. Yeah, so they're going for the double Rare Candy into the Magnezone. I really need to take down this Magnezone. At the same time, taking down this Dialga is kind of top priority. They do have the V-Star too. Dang. But just to pass. We're definitely going to Artazon, guys. We definitely got to, we're definitely going to do that. Get another cat out. So, where do I start placing this damage? Bless me. Sorry. I could go damage counter, boss something in, but there's resistance. That's the problem. I could take 2 prize cards on a Zamazenta. You know what? I could actually just knock out their Magnezone right now, right? Yeah, I think that's actually the play. My opponent has no other way to... Yeah, taking down the Magnezone means my opponent has no other way to accelerate energy. So this is definitely the play right here. And then I Bibarel, see a couple more cards this turn, which is amazing. We get Iono for next turn. Yeah, we're doing 170. So, I can move 10 damage counters off. Right? 170. Well, that's even with the resistance. So, I can move 2 damage counters off and still knock out. So, I can go like this, move 2 damage counters off the Magnezone. Do I start putting damage on the Dialga? I feel like I'm going to need to at some point, right? So I guess maybe potentially moving damage counters now. Although I could go for a knockout on a Bidoof next turn. But I think I'm going to start preemptively loading up this Dialga here. I think it's just necessary. Because the Dialga is a threat we're going to have to deal with. But now my opponent has no Magnemites down. No way to accelerate energy. Ooh, we even get a Medicham. That's actually really dang solid. Because I can actually potentially go bench Medicham, and go for a Yoga Loop play this next turn, my opponent elects to evolve the bench, not the active. So, I mean, the Bidoof in the active is... it's going down. Alright. I mean, I think we made the right play for sure there. They can get themselves out another Magnemite, but I think my priority now is to get Rare Candy and Sprigatito and try and get... and plus 2 energy. And then I can try and knock out this Magnemite, so my opponent will have no way to power up the Dialga, or they'll have to power it up 1 energy at a time. The boss here is really rough, although I do have an escape rope in the deck. So I guess I am aiming towards that escape rope, right? We find a Bidoof. I can Artazon again. I slowly but surely here. Do I even want to, though? I kind of want that bench space for, like, the Lilligant, but at this point, does it really matter? Right? Let's just get out another Sprigatito, and then I'm going to rip the research here and see what we can get ourselves into. We get Rare Candy, no Meowscarada though. That is unfortunate. Yeah, we didn't have any, we weren't able to get our Lilligant down in the early turns because we can't grab Lilligant off the Artazon. So, alright, well we can Magic Bouquet and put 3 damage counters. Man, I feel like at this point it's best to just start loading up all this damage onto the Dialga, right? Because the Dialgas are going to come in eventually, and we're going to need all the damage reduction possible on it. I'm actually really inclined to just load this up and then potentially be patient, right? I think that's the way to go. And then I pass to my opponent. I am down 2 Meowscaradas. We just researched 1 away, but we do have another one in the deck. How many Ultra Balls am I down? 2 Ultra Balls. Might be a bit difficult. No way they have Rare Candy in their hand as well, right? No way they have Rare Candy. I refuse to believe. They grab the Magnezone here. I'm going to be so sad. We'll see. I mean, we have all of our cats ready to go. They go for the double Bibarel, so... I'm inclined to believe that they don't have the Rare Candy in hand now, right? But I need to get these bad boys evolved so I can start Rare Candying them up and start spreading damage. We have the Rare Candies, but now we don't have the Pokemon. Before we had the Pokemon and not the Rare Candies. That's okay. I mean, if he doesn't get these evolved, we still might be able to chase him down next turn. And still choose to ignore the Dialga. But the Dialga has so much damage on it that I could potentially just knock it out with a single scratch once it's in the active. We find an energy too. Oh, do I choose to... I can't research, right? I have to Iono. Because I can't lose 2 Rare Candies. This is so brutal. Because I've already used 1 Rare Candy. That means I've got 1 Rare Candy left in my deck. Alright, well we can put the 30 damage here. We'll try and chase down a Magnemite, right? And then I'll Iono. And I can Iono plus Bibarel, I guess. We find... What? We actually find it, but we don't find an energy. That's comical to say the least. We'll just Rare Candy this one up. I need an energy, right? And then I can take a knockout? Come on, give me an energy. What? There's no way I drew into that. No! No energy? Oh, it's brutal out here. How much energy am I down? I'm down, what, how many grass? Just 3 grass. So there's 3. I have a decent amount of grass left in my deck. Oh, dang. Do I Painful Spoons it onto the Dialga? Because with the double turbo, I'm doing 200 plus 30 resistance. I think I'm actually just gonna move all of it onto the Dialga. And then if I need to, I can always move it back next turn, right? I think that's fine. I think that we're slow and steady wins the race here. I know the Bibarel is in the active, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. But at the same time, does it really matter? We knocked out our opponent's only 2 Magnemites, and we bought ourselves multiple turns and taken 2 prize cards in the process and slowed our opponent down. That Avery hurts a little bit. But I have to get rid of Double Cat. I have to keep these Meowscaradas, guys. But keep in mind, I still have a Klara in my deck. Klara is definitely going to help us here. Alright, they do find the first rare candy. I don't know why they're not rare candying the damaged one. Ah, there it is. They're evolving it into a Magneton. Okay. Yeah, because I'm doing 200. I'm doing 170 plus 90. So that's 250. 60. I could potentially do some shenanigans still, guys. There's the escape rope. Oh, that is so unfortunate. My goodness. I mean, I couldn't research last turn. Apparently, my Iono gave them everything they could possibly want. I have to give them this, right? Because I can't give them 2 here. I guess I could, but they're just going to... How much energy do they have on it? They've got 6 energy. So that's 7 times 4, 280. I mean, they can't technically knock me out unless they use their VSTAR power. But I have no other backup cats. I'm gonna go like this. I can use Klara to get back to Radiant Alakazam. I think it's better to sacrifice this than the Meowscarada for sure. It's just, I don't really want to give it up this turn because the Alakazam can really, really help us here. So, dang. Yeah, that Avery kind of hurt, not gonna lie. There's the Star Chronos. I still have to feed my opponent my Bibarel, unfortunately. Now, we kind of got to hope they don't have a boss's orders in hand, right? But, I mean, they're down 1 boss. This deck does play Serena, so Serena doesn't work. Keep that in mind. Only boss. Let's hope my Iono didn't give them everything they could want and then some. Alright, they're prepping that Zamazenta, man. This is fine. We're chilling. If I move 100 here... Or if I move 10 here, that puts up to 100. That's 270. I'm short a little bit. So I would have to Bouquet Magic 2 energy onto the bench. Man, the resistance makes this mad. And the full face guard. Oh my gosh, the full face guard. I didn't even calc the full face guard either. And he plays another Avery. Is that 3 Averys? Wow. Huh. I get Ultra Ball here. I mean, the Lilligant is unfortunately a little too late. I can't really utilize its VSTAR power to practically any effect now. And benching it is just an easier 2 prizes to take. Because, I mean, these Meowscaradas are pretty big. Clocking in at... my opponent elects to retreat. Interesting. Into a Bibarel. Just to recycle her. Okay. Do they have another escape rope? Do they fear getting knocked out? Looks like they might fear getting knocked out here. We do get another energy, so... I get Ultra Ball. We can just get rid of these because they do not matter anymore. I can grab myself out. Yeah, none of these really matter. I can thin this out of my deck. I mean, I can Artazon. I could, in theory... Yeah, no, there's nothing else I can do. I could Bibarel for 1, or 2 here. So I can Bouquet Magic, spread some more damage. Bibarel for 2. See what we can find here. Okay. We're going to Bouquet again. Put some more damage here. I don't even know how much I need, but I know I need a lot. And then I'm just going to research, guys. Yeah. Looks like I'm going to be manually loading up this bad boy. We're just going to pass. I'm going to let my opponent knock out my Bibarel. I mean... Actually, a difficult matchup, surprisingly enough. I do need to find my Klara, though. My Klara is what's going to put me back in this game. They have the double Magnezone, so they're going to guarantee practically hit every energy in their deck this turn. If they Escape Rope, I could always feed them the Meowscarada without... the double turbo, so I don't have the damage reduction from the double turbo. Alright, here comes the Dialga again. You gonna tail smash me? Me and my opponent are very low on cards at the moment. Are they going to elect to go into the Zamazenta? That's fine. They're going back into the Dialga. Energy attached for turn. I mean, it's enough to knock out my Bibarel, but not my Meowscaradas. Okay, here we go. So I do 220 minus the full face card, which is 50. So it's actually just the same, right? The math. Double turbo, that is so unhelpful. Yeah, because it's just not enough. 170 plus 150, that's... Yeah, that's 270. No, I guess that is, right? Yeah, so we've got it. We just gotta start spreading some more damage, right? So, Bouquet Magic. And put the damage counters here. Oh my gosh, this game is so stressful, guys. Bouquet Magic again. Damage counters here, right? This is the way. Because I'm going to need that because I've got double turbo. I guess I factored in the double turbo on the Dialga before, right? And which is why it wasn't KOing. And then we go 170 for knockout. Okay, no, I guess it didn't matter. What was I miss? I guess I was doing bad math. Either way, I was just loading it up, guys. I was loading it up because I'm like, the resistance, full face guard, it made it really difficult for it to knock out. I mean, the Magnezone coming in is fine. My opponent still has a bunch of prize cards to take. This Magnezone cannot knock me out. They choose to go into another Dialga. Do I have another boss's orders in my deck? I'm down both boss's orders, unfortunately, so I can't gust in this Dialga. Alright, looks like it's time to load it up with damage counters, right? Oh my gosh, I would love to top deck my Klara. Getting my Klara would be really nice. I could get my cats back, some more energy, and potentially have a triple Meowscarada turn next turn. Potentially. I've got one energy. That's all 3 energy retrievals, but Klara could get them out of my 2 energies back as well. Just a pass. Okay, so I knock out the active Magnezone. Let's Artazon and make sure Klara's even in the deck. Yeah, it's in there. I'm like, no, I saw it in the deck. And then we can go energy retrieval, pull 2 energies out of the discard pile, and continue to spread the damage counters with the Bouquet Magic. Bam. Bouquet Magic number 2. Ay. More damage there. Now I don't have the boss, which would make this game so easy. But I could always Ultra Ball away. I guess I could use Fish to grab Klara, but that's just an easy 2 prize cards. But they need 4 prize cards, right? I could use it to grab Klara this turn. I'd kind of be okay with this. Do I do it? Doesn't matter, right? That's the question. Does it matter at the end of the day? I don't honestly think so. We'll grab the Klara out of the deck. We can use the Klara to get back our... We can grab Alakazam and 1 Sprigatito, right? That gives us some more ability to add some more damage, even to the Dialga this turn, which I think is actually really, really good. We'll go here, here, and then I can move the damage, because I don't need 60 here, right? I can move it onto the Dialga, because the 40 is fine. And I can also potentially move damage off the Dialga onto it again, now that I've got the Zam, so... That's good. That's good. Whew. This game is is ridiculous. It's just so... Oh, we find escape rope! That is the way! I mean... I think that that's game over, finding the escape rope, because if he benches anything, I mean, we could just escape rope out, right? If he promoted the Dialga, we could have escape roped, forced in the Zamazenta. I mean, I think that the escape rope sealed my opponent's fate. Man, my opponent is really making me work for it with their Dialga deck, guys. This is not the decks I want to face on the ladder. I want to face those low HP decks, man. Where are the Lost Boxes, the Gardevoirs, all that kind of stuff. They have a boss's orders. They are going to chase down the fish, but that's what I said. Chasing down the fish does not matter anymore, right? It doesn't do you anything. It does no good. And then, because now I just have my Meowscarada still ready to go. And I've got triple Meowscarada as well. Bam, triple Meowscarada, we are in there. Because I'm doing 190 plus the 40, so that's not enough to knock it out. But Alakazam will choose to make it enough to knock out. We can go here, move the damage to the active, and now it is enough to knock out my opponent. I do not even need to Bouquet Magic to take the knockout on the Alakazam. Or with Alakazam. Oh my goodness gracious. Yo, the resistance actually made it really difficult to take down my opponent's Dialga deck, but we were able to do it in the end. Let's go! If you have made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. You are absolutely top tier. This is the part of the video where I typically give my closing thoughts on the deck now that I've played it a little more extensively. I gotta be honest, I think this deck is actually really fun. I think it's a solid deck. It's pretty big, clocking in at 310. It does well into those low HP single prize decks, and it also does well into those big basic focus decks like Chinpow and Miraidon, because it hits those perfect numbers, that 220 damage, to take knockouts on their key attackers. It's also got way more HP than them, so it's really good into those matchups. Now, I gotta be honest, sometimes it can be a bit scary because your damage output is a bit low. You can't really take big knockouts on those 280 HP, 300 HP EX stage 1s and VSTARs. That can be a bit shaky sometimes. But typically I've found I've been able to either gust around it or find some way around it so far. But overall, it's a ton of fun to play, and I encourage you guys to pick up this deck and give it a try. If you guys did like the video today, don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel. I still have so much more content coming your guys' way now that Paldea Evolved is finally here. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace!